Let me put it to you in a different way, why brands are important anyways. Consider the top brands of the world. Which particular countries represent them? All the developed world. Why is that? The reason is very simple. Brands are not merely products. They are the best of the lot. And until and unless Bangladesh comes out with products which promises what it delivers, then it'll never be purchased by the consumers per se. And therefore, the ultimate result is going to be in terms of whether that particular the company itself can grow or not. So therefore, we must have some Bangladeshi brands. Unfortunately, as of today, within Bangladesh, you may have certain brands, but when you talk in terms of international brands, it is yet to come. Brands are the ultimate investment that you can make. Well, when you talk in terms of the value of a particular corporate, the value of the corporate is not determined by the asset value of the company. No, it is measured by the brand value. Whether it is Honda or it is Google, whichever brand you talk about, the value of the brand is far, 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 far greater than that of the asset value per se. And the other things that we have to understand is that brand is where the perception comes in. Since brand brings in that particular perception, automatically we know for sure the perception is much greater than reality itself. So automatically brand is much greater than the mere asset value that we have of any product or any particular company as such. So companies or the corporates must understand, until and unless they invest on brands, at the end of the day, they will never be able to increase the value of that particular company. And again, going back for Bangladesh, I'll just give you an example. Let us suppose we're talking about the garments industry, or even the ceramics, or whatever, whichever you talk about. Bangladesh is primarily doing what? Contract manufacturing. So they're making other people's brand. And in doing so, what is happening? Our value addition is not taking place. So for our value addition to take place, we have to come up with our own brand. Even for products which were ours. In fabric, we do have Jamdani, not that we do not have. We still have jute, and jute can be transformed into a brand because you have so many different types of jute. So those things have not been done as yet. Whether it is in terms of motifs put on a particular garment, or you have a particular commodity which can be transformed into a brand, has not been done. We've done even a worse part. Think about the Mirpur saris. What do we call them? We call them Benarasi. What for? The design is Bangladeshi. Everything is Bangladeshi. Why should we call it Benarasi? We should call it Mirpur Katan or whatever. We failed in doing that. Think in terms of the sweets that we have, the cuisine that we have. Everything can be developed into a brand. And that is where I think we have to pursue, we have to put our efforts in. Short-term benefits, you are primarily focusing on goods or products, not on brands. Meaning, we are trying to minimize our risk by not promising anything. If you want to make a promise, you've got to keep that particular promise. And in doing so, you need a total marketing effort, an integrated marketing effort. And for merely coming up with a brand, with a product which you want to only sell, you merely need to do some selling. And in that particular selling, we are going to lose out in the long run. Why? Because the competition will make sure that we lose out. We have to understand, with a selling approach, anyone who has more financial power or prowess is successful. To be more successful for countries like us and for private companies like ours, we have to look at a longer term perspective. Ensure that we create brands which will result in heart share and share of the spirit, not merely mind share or share of the shelf. So to move into heart share of the spirit, we need to build brands rather than rather than just manufacture goods.